With the holidays only a few days away, you may be wrecking your brain on the perfect food presentation as you host family and friends. But have no fear, Evan Inada, aka the Salami Samurai, joins us to show you how to step up your holiday charcuterie board. Thank you so much for joining us here on Live in the Bay, Evan.
Thanks for having me back on, Olivia. Pleasure to be here.
I say Salami Samurai?
Pleasure to be any way works.
Well, listen, Evan, you are the king of salami. You know just how to make and present the perfect charcuterie board. But why are charcuterie boards perfect for the holidays?
You know, charcuterie is perfect for entertaining, period, but especially for Thanksgiving, you can't beat it because as a host, you have so many other things to worry about. The turkey, the mashed potatoes, the Brussels sprouts with bacon, all those other things to worry about. So for Columbus, all the salami is already slow-aged for you already. So just put it out of the package, prepping it beforehand. You could do this even the night before, and you don't have to worry about entertaining your guests. Just let the food do its thing.
Just let the food do the talking. And also, it kind of looks like there's a little something for everybody here on the charcuterie board. So let's start here. You want to walk me through what you got going on?
Yeah, so with all the friends and family over for Thanksgiving especially, you want to be able to build a big board. But sometimes people are intimidated by how to build something big like this. It really is easy. For Columbus, we slow-age the meat, so the salami is really that flavor bridge that brings everything else together. And our method is really just building perfect charcuterie bites around the whole plate. So really choosing that meat and cheese combination to star in each little section of the board so that everybody has something that they like and they could dig into and really enjoy themselves.
And when it comes to these charcuterie boards, you mentioned the salami and some of the Columbus meats that you want to add here. But how do you know how to pair it with a certain cheese, a fruit, a cracker? It can be confusing.
You know, it's a simple science really, because when you're talking about the meat and the cheese combination, that's what you always want to focus on. And then using different acidity and sweet acidity fresh fruits, and then some crunch and crackers and nuts, and then some sweet things like fresh honeycomb or chocolate. It just completes the board and really makes the full charcuterie board really look abundant. So we have a whole bunch of recipes on columbuscraftmeats.com where we build these perfect charcuterie bites. They're really meant to just wow and amaze the eater and really start the conversation around what's on the board.
Well, let's start the conversation on some of these things that you have in here, and we can try some of them. I know you brought some, but let's start over here from this corner. So I see some grapes and different kinds of cheeses. You want to walk me through this?
Yeah, you know, fall colors are always in this season, so really choosing those orange and darker purple tones to really match perfectly with the meat and the crackers and everything else on the board is key. We always like having something as a centerpiece, so like a brie with a cookie cutter shape of a turkey is just an easy way to have a bowl without having a bowl on your board. And then really focusing around some rustic, spicy flavors on both sides is just really a great way to bring everything together. So it makes it fun.
Wonderful. Now I kind of want to try a couple of these things. So you have a little bowl over here for me.
I do. I have
this first one. So what is
this is a perfect little charcuterie bite. So you always want to start with the meat and cheese first. So,
so
the meat is going to be our calabrese salami, and it matches perfectly with our blue cheese. So Point Reyes blue cheese, just a beautiful California-made blue cheese.
So these two first?
Those two first. And you actually want to eat it with that dark chocolate caramel, because a lot of people don't like blue cheese because of the kind of the smell or the flavor of it. But when you put it with the chocolate caramel, it kind of masks that funky note of the cheese. So you really just enjoy the beautiful creaminess of a blue cheese mixed with our Columbus calabrese.
Okay, so then I'm going to try this Columbus meat with the blue cheese, and you're saying to add the chocolate, right?
Add the chocolate and let it all come together. It's just a beautiful roller coaster.
Now, I've never had salami and chocolate. This is a first here on Live in the Bay, but we're going for it. If the Salami Samurai says it, we got to believe it.
You know, and that's what's so great about charcuterie too, is trying new things and new experiences. There's no wrong way to make it. So just continuing that beautiful flavor, sweet and salty mix together, and then following it up with a little praline pecan. And then because it's this type of year, persimmons are in season. So always try to use seasonal fruit to just help the board just really pop. So
this is really good. I'm not going to lie. When you think of chocolate and salami, you're like, those two don't go together at all. But actually, like you said, the chocolate balances the flavor, which can sometimes be overpowering on the blue cheese. I like it.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, wonderful.
And it's a conversation starter as well, which is always nice.
Yes, it is. Well, let's talk about this one. We can't forget the kiddos, right?
Yeah, definitely. Involving the kids is always fun on building charcuterie boards. So to keep them busy, you know, just cut some cheese nice and easy, just slice them down into triangles, and then let them build a charcuterie turkey like you see here. So this is just a mix of, you're just gonna put rows of salami and mix it with crackers and dark and red tones tones on here. So Columbus craft meats, again, we slow age it all the way through, so you have that beautiful dark red color. And that's just perfect to build a turkey because of the traditional way a turkey looks, using a red pear to complete that look, and then little pomegranates for the hanging near the beak, the gobble gobble. You got to have that, and then using some fun little green cheese for the grass really kind of completes the whole board. So,
well, thank you so much for putting these together. Now, you probably have some final tips for people out there who are seeing this and now want to go be the charcuterie board builders. What are some easy, fast tips to pick it up?
I think some easy, fast tips is just choose some of your favorites. You know, like everybody has their favorite 2 or 3 cheeses that they enjoy, and then just finding the right salami to just pair with it. Our salami is made to really elevate the flavor of the meat and cheese relationship there, and then using the abundant sources of fresh fruit that we have in the Bay Area, as well as all the artisan products like crackers and nuts and little honeycomb and other fun things on the board. Just really make the eye appeal pop and get the guests to draw themselves to the board and just start the eating.
And that's the first step, right? You got to want to draw them to, and then they'll dive in.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Evan, for joining us again here on Live in Bay. As usual, you did it. The Salami Samurai Perfect Charcuterie Boards.
Thank you again for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate it. To learn more, head to liveinthebay.tv.